Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to grill up some tender sea bass and top it with a very zesty sweet and sour glaze. So let's get into it. First up, you're going to need to have some sturdy fish on hand, such as some sea bass, halibut, salmon, or even tuna. Slice it into thick strips or large cubes, depending on the cut of fish, and then you're going to add it to a mixing bowl. Once in the mixing bowl, you're going to drizzle just a little bit of olive oil over the fish and then season it with a pinch of salt, some paprika, cayenne pepper, a little bit of lemon zest, some grated fresh garlic, a handful of chopped parsley, and then you're going to coat the fish in the seasonings and then skewer them up. But if you're going to grill these over an open flame, just make sure you want to soak the wooden skewers in water for at least 30 minutes before you start the recipe, otherwise they will char up. Alright, so before we start to grill the sea bass, you're going to make a very simple sweet and sour glaze. So in a small saucepan, you're going to add a splash of mirin, sherry vinegar, a little bit of soy sauce, some rice wine vinegar, a little bit of fresh grated ginger, and some brown sugar. Once that's all in the pan, you're going to let this reduce on medium heat for about 10 minutes until it lightly coats the back of the spoon. Alright, so while the glaze is reducing, you're going to quickly grill your skewered fish on a very hot grill or a grill pan like I'm using here. Grill both sides for about 2 to 3 minutes until the fish becomes slightly firm but not too dry and overly charred. Remove the grilled skewers from the grill and place onto your serving dish, then drizzle with a healthy portion of that delicious sweet and sour glaze right over the top. And then you're going to garnish with a little bit of fresh herbs, or if you have some chive flowers on hand like I'm using here, they make for a beautiful finishing touch to just about any savory dish. And all there is to do is enjoy. Hey, what's up guys? Hopefully you enjoyed this recipe. This is a killer combo of flavors. I'm gonna dive in and tell you guys how I did, but before I get into that, I wanna share with you something I'm really passionate about and something that came my way. It's this really cool series that GE put together called Our American Kitchen. And it really just goes through different stories of families and individuals who are really just impacted by food and have really changed sort of their circumstance, their perspective on life, and it really sort of centered their home, you know, in some ways. And I think it's something that's near and dear to my heart. I love content and people who are really passionate about food. I think the dinner table is a vital source of communication and positivity in a family. And I feel like this series really embodies that. So make sure you go check out Our American Kitchen at youtube.com/GE. Make sure you subscribe to their channel, and it's just really inspiring. You're gonna soak up a lot of amazing culinary stories from this content. I'll have everything in the description box with the links and all the information that you'll need to go check that out. And I know you guys are really just gonna love this series because it really just speaks to the heart of food and why it's so important in society and in the world. So I know you guys are gonna enjoy it. And speaking of good food, I wanna dive into this and tell you guys how I did. So let me get into it. All right, this is super killer. I love the look of this. So good. Oh. I need some of that glaze. Just like glistens with the glaze. There's so many flavors going on. We got a little bit of spice from the cayenne. Obviously that charred flavor comes right through right in the beginning. It's a little crispy like on the edges, so the texture's there as well. And that sweet and sour glaze is like ridiculous. Little hints of that brown sugar, a little bit of that mirin, the saltiness from the soy, and of course you get the acidity from the rice wine vinegar. And it's just killer, so good. Delicious. Oh my gosh, I don't have another one. Super tender. So good. This is really good because you can use different variations of fish. Salmon's a really good one because it's just as meaty and hearty as this Chilean sea bass. You can use halibut, you can use other different types of white fish. As long as it's sort of a meaty, strong, textured fish, you can definitely use it. Try to stay away from like cod or flakier fish because it'll break down on the grill. And you don't want that, especially when you've spent all the time making the glaze, skewering it, and marinating it. I'm sure it'll work out at the end, but stay away from the flaky fish. The Chilean sea bass works perfectly with this. You could change up the flavors, change up the fish, and just makes for a really great dish. You guys should definitely try this at home. Share it with your friends and family. This is one of those recipes that everyone's gonna enjoy, especially those who just love fish. And it's super simple to make. All you need is a grill, some good fish, and your favorite seasonings. You can make a glaze, you don't have to make a glaze. This is very customizable. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please thumbs up, subscribe. At the end of this video, I'll have an annotation, so make sure you click that. Comment down below for future video requests, things you wanna see on my channel. And I'll see you guys next time with another delicious recipe. Bye guys.